Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of Clash Royale. We are going to be continuing right where we left off. We still have the same deck. Everything is very similar. Trying to make sure I don't want to make any adjustments before we start. Though, I think Valkyrie instead of Prince is going to be good for us. We'll upgrade the Valk then twice because we have enough cards to do so. And also upgrade goblins because they were getting killed really easily in the last video. Again, I'm recording this one very shortly after the last one. Yeah, so Silver Chest isn't done. Speaking of which, if anyone has any games they'd like to see me play in the comments, let me know, because I am looking for more games to play. And we'll open it up. We'll start with the Hog Rider Goblin Barrel right lane. Should do a good amount of damage right off the bat. That's the first card they placed. They waited way too long to place that Skirmy. Place a Valkyrie right here, and that'll deal with all of the skeleton army. Wait for a bit, just build up elixir. Place Musketeer in the back just so we don't leak any elixir. Valk should lock on because I don't see them placing anything. Alright, we're just gonna full send now. Hog Rider, Goblin Barrel. That should be game. Yep, that's doing a ton of damage as always. It's a game. Goblin Barrel is always a really nice card. There we go. We're hopper right back into it. We're up to 490 trophies. Nearly 500, but not quite yet. Alright, we're gonna Valk because that's the best choice. I probably should have waited a second. Musket to try to help. It's still a little late. Should take out the Musketeer, the Prince I mean. Arrows on the Goblin Barrel, equal elixir, and we're basically back to where we started. That was his mistake in the King Tower. That's going to help me out a lot. Plays Goblins to deal with the Spear Goblins. Then we Hog Rider, Goblin Barrel, opposite lane. That should connect and do a good chunk of damage, if not take the tower. And it's going to take the tower. He has Giant Skeleton. Giant Skeleton is going to be a little bit annoying to deal with the cards I have, but minions should take care of it for the most part. Connect with the Giant Skeleton. I might need to pull with the Valk because it has a lot of health comparatively. Fortunately, the Giant Skeleton Bomb got nerfed recently, so that's not going to do that much damage. I'm going to try to arrows. Didn't quite have enough elixir to place it out instantly, so that's why it delayed. And get some more elixir build up, and then we should go straight into the next push. I'm going to let that bomber connect. It shouldn't do too much now, especially after that last nerf. There we go, connected. All that's gonna be good. That's a interesting play. We're gonna need goblins on that. Just because we don't want too much damage to our King Tower, regardless of what's going on. Musketeer in the back. Alright, we're gonna do the same Hog Rider Goblin Barrel push we've been doing this entire time, because that's kind of the biggest push of this deck, especially after Valkyrie got added over Prince. Connect with Tower, that's going to be literally just any spell, and that'll be it, so that's game. Well played to this person. They played fairly well other than that mishap with the arrows. But that's how it's going to be. More trophies, and then all of that. We get our next ladder reward. Trying to say trophy and ladder at the same time. It works, whatever, but we're going to hop into the next one. This video is going to end probably a little bit after we get to Arena 3, because we're kind of going through rather quickly right now. I'm going to hop right into it. We got Hog Rider Goblin Barrel ready right away, which is always good. I'm going to actually use arrows on all of that. That should allow me to get way more damage. It's worth it for the damage, if nothing else. I'm going to try to Valk to deal with everything in that lane. Those Spear Goblins and the Hunter. Probably going to try to Musketeer, I guess. Actually, we're going to go Minions. That should do a chunk of damage at least. I should have just waited Musketeer. That would have been way better. So we're going to start up the Hog Rider Goblin Barrel push once we get some more elixir again. We're going to Fireball right there. That should hit both the Musketeer and the Bomber, get us more elixir value. Pull with the Goblins. Hopefully that'll do good damage. Yeah, that should... We'll get hit by the Musketeer once or twice. That's not the end of the world. Hog Rider Goblin Barrel. That Mini P.E.K.K.A is a really solid counter to the Hog Rider, and the Hunter is a good counter to the Goblin Barrel, so that's going to go down just fine. It's going to happen. We're just going to have to make our own read. Valk should hit the Mini P.E.K.K.A, do a good chunk of damage. We need the Fireball right on them. Should kill the Hunter, weaken the Musketeer enough that they don't get another hit. Yep. We're just going to have to wait for Elixir again. And then we'll probably just going to go straight in for another Hog Goblin Barrel. It's what's been working, so I don't know why I'd go away with it. Yeah, we're just going to send it now as early as possible. Send the arrows in early, see if I can predict something being placed. Only the baby dragon, that's going to do enough amount of damage that it shouldn't matter that I wasted arrows. I'm going to Valk the tank for the musket. That should be good. Then we're going to Hog and then Goblin Barrel. Should be getting close to game. And then we'll Firebolt. And then after that, we're going to Arrows. Don't know if that's going to be quite enough. Nope, 10 health left. We're going to Valk in front of our own tower. Then after that, we're going to Goblin Barrel. Hopefully that should be good enough to take the tower, unless they have something ready right now. And it is, that's going to be the game. Fairly well played by them, but that's all we're going to get. 29 more trophies, and that's going to be pretty nice. Next choice, Goblin, Giant Skeleton, or Witch. That's a tough one. Both of these cards are fun to use to an extent. I feel like... I'm trying to think, because we don't have a good aerial splash card right now, but we also only have one tank. I think we're going to go Witch for now. Going to be helpful. We're getting close, it's like 2 more wins until we're in Arena 3, the Barbarian Bull. We got Hog Rider Goblin Barrel right off the bat again. That's going to be a really good push. That was also well played by them. They have all their swarm cards right there. I should have Goblin's other lane. Saying good game prematurely, I just don't think anyone that does that is that great typically. We should be fine here. They let the wall breakers connect, but not much we can do there. We'll be ready for them next time because we're still learning what they have and don't have in their deck. They're going to place the Knight in the back, so I'm going to wait for a little bit, place Musket in the back on my side. And then after that, we should be able to Valkyrie. And then we Valk. And then we Fireball. And then we're going to keep waiting. And then we're going to... yeah, we're going to take this one. Yes, we're gonna have to Hog Goblins. Alright, alright. Arrows. minions on the Hog Rider. Goblin barrel in the back. Alright, minions connected. That's unfortunate, but we're gonna keep going. Hog Rider, we're not gonna place anything with it, just send the Hog Rider right itself. Way overcommitted. They did not need to place that much fuel for one Hog Rider. But they did. We're gonna fireball at that. And then they are ready for it. We're gonna have to minions. Hopefully that'll stop the hog from taking the tower. We're gonna have the goblin barrel. That might not be good enough. Fireball. Hopefully goblins can stop those from connecting. Oh, barely. I really should just prediction arrow instead of goblin barrel. Yeah, that's gonna be this game lost, I think. Yep, arrows. If that last battle got edited out, it was because there was some loud noises in the background, and it just wasn't that great. But yeah, we ended up losing that one. They got one of our towers low enough and just ended up arrowing, so yeah, not trying to hide anything like that. Just sometimes things happen. We edited it out. Some loud noises in the background probably messed with the audio and stuff. So yeah, we ended up losing one and then winning one. That should be about all that happened in that time frame. But now we're still basically back where we were before, where that cut out. 2 battles away from Arena 3, which we're going to try to get before the end of this episode. Start with a good luck thumbs up, as I normally do. And then we're going to just send Hog and Goblin and see what happens. Alright, with Witch in the back, I'm going to try to fireball. That's going to get a little more value because of that baby dragon, but it's also going to be a lot harder to defend. We're going to wait and try to pull with the Valk. That Prince isn't going to quite get pulled in after minions and tank whatever damage gets put on from the Prince, which might be our tower because our minions are really low level. It's going to be tough to win more because this guy is level 5. And I am level 3, so that's a bit of a difference, especially in this game. I guess all we can really do is hog a goblin barrel like we have been doing. He'll connect, he had the arrows ready. Hog Rider will do a good chunk of damage. Wait for the knight to come in. Fireball. Musket, counter as much of that as we can. I want to save my goblins for their prince if I can, but I don't think I am. I'm gonna have to arrows just as like a panic option because I don't have anything else and my tower is done anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be a loss. I just don't have the cards to defend what they've got. So that's gonna be kinda annoying. I'm gonna just wait, and wait for some elixir. Here we're just full on gonna try to pull with goblins. That yeah, prediction arrow, which is fair. Good play on their part. I'm gonna get more elixir. I'm not gonna be able to fireball like a fireball. If we did, it wouldn't do enough damage. So I guess we just wait. Now that we fireball, because we get way more value. We have to musket ourselves though to try to deal with all that. We're gonna have to go for a really aggressive 3 crown to stand a chance here. I need to play some Valk to try to help tank my tower. It's not gonna be enough. So we're gonna have to. I don't think we can. We're gonna have to. No, if I didn't do that, that was my tower, so I had to do that, and that fireball was gonna take my tower. Yeah, there wasn't much I could do. I just don't have the card levels to deal with that yet. fair game on that. Hop into the next one again. Hopefully something good will come out of it. Just gotta keep moving through. Nothing else for us to do. Alright. Not the best opening hand, but we can work with it. We'll do a nice little push of goblins. We're gonna tank the goblin barrel. Not the best idea, but we're gonna do it. And those arrows took care of a lot of things. Alright, we're gonna have to try to minions on that. Oh, you got wall breakers. That's lucky. Because Hog Rider's wall breaker is pretty much undefendable with the cards we have around here. The Valk does a decent job at dealing with the wall breakers, but you also have to have more elixir than them. I had no way of knowing he had wall breakers and Hog Rider. I mean, I could have an idea that I'd have Hog Rider because of the choice selection you get from the ladder rewards between the Hog Rider and Goblin Hut. I feel like the majority of people will take Hog Rider there. At least that know a lot about the game, but sometimes it's not the right choice. Sometimes it's better to get the Goblin Hut because it just doesn't. It just depends. Hopefully the goblins will connect and take the tower. They will. That's the game, and we'll move into the next one. With every win, we're getting more trophies, more victory gold, all of that. The next one. Do this. It's probably gonna be the last battle I do in this video. We're running out of time, so I'm just gonna try to aggressively push through all of this. Might be playing a little too aggressive right now, but that's okay. Minions, deal with those wall breakers as best you can. Should deal with it. That's a really good value on those minions. I'm gonna pull back with a Velk just to try to minimize any damage. Hopefully that'll do enough to kill them all. Minion did a good chunk of damage. We're gonna save on elixir. So they're gonna jump. They're only level 2, so it's kind of nice going from that over-leveled level 5 to a bit of an under-leveled player. I always give credit to these under-leveled players, especially once you get farther and you see like a level 1 in Legendary. That's always scary to an extent. Because they're probably pretty decent if they can get to Legendary as a level 1. Of course, there's always the all-Legendary. You can have level 9 cards at least, but still, that's only level 9 compared to the 13 levels you can get in the game. It's tough to push up. Go through all of this. We're going to try to clip that Musketeer with this Fireball. Hopefully we can get Goblins in time for this mini P.E.K.K.A. Those wall breakers are going to connect, and that's going to be my tower. I really should not be playing this one so aggressive. I might Goblin Barrel one lane and then hug the other here. Because if I can connect a Goblin Barrel on the right lane over here, then that'll be enough that I can take the tower. So I'm going to hug opposite lane. Hopefully the Goblins will do enough damage. It's going to be close. Not quite, but we're going to Fireball. Minions will deal with all of that. Place a Valk in the middle, should pull everything back in and get some damage. Musket, hopefully it'll help. Goblins behind. Alright, that Giant Skeleton Knack, that's going to do a lot of damage. Fortunately, the bomb got nerfed, so it won't take my tower. It'll come closer when I'd like it to. Those wall breakers are going to take it, though. Alright, I'm going to take one tower, and that's all I'm going to be able to get. Yeah, I'm going to have to ramp the Goblin Barrel. By doing that, I'm basically surrendering my last tower. Yeah, that's going to be game. Close, but not quite. Well, struggle with some in this episode. Don't know what it is. Don't know if I was just playing too rushed, what it was exactly. But that's going to be all the time we have for this video. Thank you all